Hello, I'm Betty and I'm on plot 60 on my allotment, and I'm going to do some planting today. Hubby has just cut the grass along the paths for me because that's quite a long job, and I've been planting spring onions, and I've got some red radicchio and some what do you call those, radishes to plant. So I'm going to just fill in these spaces over here where it's a bit bare. I read somewhere recently that it doesn't matter if you plant things closer together. Seed packets are for farmers, and when they tell you to plant things 6 or 12 inches apart, it doesn't really apply. I've got a small amount of space and I intend to fill it as much as I can. So I'm going to do some planting there. I'll start with the spring onions. So I've put some in, do the rest. I think if I put my onions where the runner beads are, maybe it'll keep pests away as well. I don't know. Train's going over. We'll make a little channel down the middle, and that means that the spring onions will be in the middle and be accessible. They don't take up much space. And you have to shallow plant them in about half a centimetre soil. These seeds are red. I think they are red spring onions, but I think there must be some kind of fertiliser on them, or maybe they're not attractive to birds. I'm not sure. We'll see. You can always thin them out if they're too big, too close together, but often don't need to. Just pull the biggest ones and leave the smaller ones behind for later. This is my second batch of bees. The first batch got killed by hailstones. So it has rained today, but I'm going to keep water here because I've put my spring onion seedlings in. I've got loads of ladybirds here as well, they're everywhere. And they seem to like the daisies, which are just coming out, and the mallow, which is the I've got some lettuce here. Over. So if I pull the lettuce but not the root, I think I may get the lettuce growing again. I'll get some more. So I've just taken the leaves, not the root. See how that goes. My beetroot's very close together. I think maybe I should come along and thin it out later in the week. There's space to move them out a bit so they can grow bigger because they're quite crowded. I think what happened was I planted 2 lots of seeds because the bad weather slowed the germination, and I didn't think I was going to get any, and now I've got more than I expected, which is good. I'm just going to have a quick look around the plot now before I go and just see if everything's okay. I took up a lot of red onions and garlic and I've taken them home to dry. I've left 1 row of garlic because I think it will deter pests from my red cabbages, which are under that frame there. That's just a temporary measure, but it should do for now, keep the birds from pulling them up. I've got some flower seeds in a little row over here and here. California poppy and sweet greens there. My raspberries have done so well. I only planted them in December. And look, I've got a raspberry already. I'm going to save that for the birds because I don't need 1 raspberry. But isn't that lovely? First year, and they're flowering and fruiting. So, and the rhubarb's coming back. I've had loads of rhubarb and frozen it. So over here I've got some chard, first and second early potatoes and daisies, big giant daisies, some strawberries, and then a little flower bed with some really lovely iris in. The iris is just beautiful. They're just finishing. And these mallow, they self-seed. Bees love them, and also ladybirds. And my marigolds are just opening up now. They're lovely. So plenty more flowers to come. Monge 2 didn't do very well, but they're as pretty as a sweet pea. They're really lovely. Nice flowers they have. And over here I've got a few more red onions that I haven't pulled yet, because I'm not sure what I'm going to plant there yet. And some barrage that's self-seeded. That obelisk lights up at night. And I've got some sunflowers coming and California poppies behind. I think everything here is still in seedling form. But I've got some fennel and some beetroot. I'm going to cut the grass nicely for me. Nice and tidy. And I've got lots of beetroot in there, some broccoli, and then over the back. Should we have a look over the back? So I've got some tomatoes over here and just one courgette. I think one might be enough. We don't eat a lot of them, but this is a yellow one. And tomatoes that I've not grown before, they're called Blue Bayou, and they should be bluish black. They got a bit of a hammering from the recent heavy rains, but I think they're going to come back. They've got some new leaves, so I think they'll be alright. And I have put some parsley in at either end to make use of the space. In here, I've got broccoli, and that's doing very well. I'm not sure if I need to take the netting off now, but I have to find out. And then in this bit, I've got fenugreek, which we dry for our curries. This is fenugreek here. And I've got coriander also for curries. But the coriander at the moment, it's just got baby leaves. It's not ready for a long time. Got some chili peppers. Never grown them outside, so that's an experiment. Little chili peppers here. And a bit of chard behind. And then some leeks over here. For some reason, same batch, but I planted these all at the same time, but some are much smaller than others. And I've got main crop potatoes at the back. Lovely foxgloves. I think it's all looking nice, but we need to be thinking ahead now to the autumn and what else I could be planting. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my vlog, and I'll be back soon.